Hi, this is Edith, Educational Technologist at Oregon Tech, and in this video I am going to go over the OneNote Draw Tab. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to add another section, and I'm going to rename it to Draw Tab, and I'm going to just put that as my title for the page. And so let's go ahead and go over to Draw. So you can see we have all of these features. Again, something that you're probably familiar with. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Smartboard. So it's good to know that there's a lot of consistency among the programs that we're going to be using. So again, you can type. So that's what we normally do. So it's just to show that you know it's a text box, and that's how everything is done here. I can do the lasso select, and what that does is I can actually create a type of freeform select, and it automatically grabs everything that I had here. And of course, you know, we can do a copy paste, and you see that it's been brought over this way. You do have different types of paste options. This would show it up as where I can't edit it. It just thinks it's a picture, just so that you know that's what that picture draw is. You can pick your pen and write with it. If you have a touch screen, it does not work with your finger unless you change your screen to a touch. It still doesn't work, or perhaps because nope. So be aware, your touch doesn't work in here as far as using the draw tool. This is just different thicknesses. Highlighter, so if I want to highlight something that's nice and big, I can also choose what type of highlighting I want to do. Perhaps I want a bigger one. So that's, oh, here's draw with touch. See, so perhaps you do want to do it with your finger, so I lied to you. You can do a highlight with your finger, but you have to do the draw with touch. So again, so here I am with, let's go ahead and pick the red, and now I can write with my finger or my pen. That's only if you have a touch screen. And I can erase, depends on what you want, how big you want it to be. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to finish erasing all of these writings. As you can see, it doesn't erase anything else. It's just the drawings that it will erase. You do have the option of shapes. Very useful. I find them very useful when I do different videos. As far as changing color, I don't know that that's a possibility. So perhaps because I changed a different color, let's try that. Yes, so you have to pick your color first, and then do your shape, and it will show up in that color. And you do have various options here, so keep that in mind. You don't have to just stick with what's on the bar here. You know, these little drop-down boxes are fabulous. It's just good to have. I can insert a space. So that, I think we talked about this in a different video. I can bring more space into the drawing or delete some space. I can actually take my lasso and decide that I don't want this part of the arrow anymore. I can delete it. I can arrange, so say I want to take this and move it down here. I can actually bring it forward, I can send it backwards, I can send it to the back, and you would see different changes just because it was the same color and these are not filled in, so it's a little bit different to see, but there's those options to do that. I can select this here, the whole thing, and I can rotate it, and I have different choices. I can flip horizontal, I can flip vertical, I can rotate left, rotate right. So I do have a lot of fun things that I can do with that. The other thing that I can do is I can write my name, and let's see, it will ink to text. It doesn't like my name so much. Let's try it again. I'm going to try it with my finger this time. Oops. And let's see if it'll allow me to do that. Well, so it does have a bit of autocorrect in here, so that's kind of fun. The other thing you can do is you can do the, let's pick a different color, 2 plus 2 equals 4. And so again, I can ink to math. So I can either write it in there, or I believe I can lasso it and then do ink to math. Let's see if that works. And so yes, so I can actually pick it up here and say, oh no, I don't like what you're saying here. Select and correct and insert. And it didn't like what I had, so let's try it again. I want to see this work correctly so that you can see. So touch or draw 2 plus 2 equals 4. So you got to be very careful writing this in here, but you can also do it like you saw in the box here. It's interesting that it has some issues with my writing. So let's go ahead and cancel that. So let's see if it recognizes that as a 2, and it does. So you can see that I can actually change these things to a different format, rather than having it just written out like this. So that's a really nice tool too. And so that's basically how you would use the draw tools within Microsoft OneNote. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to contact me. My extension is 51730, and my email is edis.warden@oit.edu.